Hi, Chris Murdoch here, another video blog. Today I want to talk about business ownership and some of the different types of business ownership. This is not an all-encompassing list or anything. It's just I want to give you something to think about as you explore owning your own business. For the last 10 years I've owned, along with my wife, I've owned a company called On the Wings of Angels. It's a traditional business. It has employees. We did have an office, storefront office, so we had to rent, we had to pay lease, we had to do marketing to find customers, we had to hire employees, we had to develop policies and procedures, we had to research the state regulations concerning our business. Those are the types of things that you find in a traditional bricks and mortar type business, something that's tangible. There's cost associated with that, upfront cost that you have to have when you're starting a traditional business. The break-even point varies with the type of business, but you're going to see that you're going to have a big outlay of cash at the front. There's going to be a time frame probably that while you're in business, while you're trying to gather customers. So you've got expenses but no income. That period of time can be, of course, variable depending upon what kind of business that you're in, where you're located, the economy, those types of things. There can be a period of time where, as the owners of the business, you're not drawing a salary because there is no income. There's a time in that business where you're hiring employees, but if there's no customers, you've got a challenge in terms of paying them. So a traditional form of business has usually a big outlay of cash up front. That money either has to be from cash you have on hand, from savings, or it has to be from borrowing from a bank, from the Small Business Administration. It could be from borrowing from a group of friends, putting together some investors to help buy that business. You have other forms of business ownership that are kind of still the same traditional bricks and mortar type business, but involve purchasing a franchise. There's value in that, in that the franchise comes with usually an advertising package that you're going to get some national exposure. That's going to the franchise as a whole is going to get national exposure, which is going to benefit you as the local franchise holder. You're usually going to get your policies and procedures pre-developed. The franchise knows what works and what doesn't. They know how to do business, and you're taking advantage of that by buying the franchise. Of course, the downside to a franchise is there's a very large upfront purchase price for a franchise. You're paying for all that prepackaged knowledge, as it were. You're also going to pay on an ongoing basis, on a monthly or a quarterly basis, a royalty fee. You're going to pay either a flat fee or a percentage of the income. And with most franchises, there's probably going to be some sort of stipulation in the agreement that you achieve certain levels of profitability or certain levels of sales at certain established milestones, and that if you don't do those things or don't achieve those, there's probably a grace period of some sort. But at some point in time, if those aren't maintained, the agreement that you've signed, the franchise contract, might include that your franchise is terminated, that they're going to sell that to someone else. There are also business ownerships that involve working from home, where you don't have a retail office, or you don't have a storefront office, where you're using your home office, and there's lots of tax advantages to having a home office. This is not a place to discuss those tax advantages. That's something you need to talk to your attorney about, or your tax accountant. But if you use your business, if you work your business from home, there are some advantages there. Certainly, ignoring the taxes, there's obviously the commute. Not much of a commute going from one part of your house to another. Work from home businesses usually are smaller in scope, but not necessarily. A work from home business can be any form of business that you want that does not require you to be out in the public at all times, or generally does not require you to have the public into your office, because you don't want the public, your customers, necessarily coming into your home. There are other forms of business, such as network marketing. We're going to end here today with just that little bit about network marketing, because I happen to think network marketing is the best business choice out there. And on our next video blog, we'll talk about network marketing. We'll go into details, and we'll talk about why I believe it's the way to go in terms of business. It's the way to choose. It offers the best of all worlds in terms of business ownership. So if you'd like to see more about my thoughts on network marketing, look for our next blog post. And if you're interested in what we're doing right now in form of our business opportunities, click on one of those links over to the side. Thanks, and have a great day.